Just get me a YouTube on. Right, we are on. Welcome, guys, to another day of trading with the sexiest bloke you'll ever see, Andre, and me.
Oh yeah, thank you, sir.
Welcome, guys. Right, we'll quickly go over. Oh shit! Let me just get my TikTok on. We'll quickly yesterday. So my buy stop got activated on the daily, powered straight through. I'm still in this trade, as you can see. No, I'm not. That's what we took yesterday. So that's what we took. Yeah, we took 90 quid from yesterday from this trade. Some fucking mad stuff on social media in there. There's some right creatures on social media. So we took 90 quid, and then we've got an open trade still. Okay, there's not much left on. This is my gold one, which I'm still in. Okay, and this is the NAS one, what I'm still in. We took $90 out, so I'll just let the rest rock on them too. So we'll see how they get on, but we're gonna obviously refresh the chart and do another top down. Always good to do a top down analysis. Ooh. Right, we are on. Nice, let's go. Right, okay, so yeah, this was the daily flip. If you remember from yesterday, guys, right? We said this daily could flip at any point, and if it does flip, you're gonna have to break this high at least. Okay, you're gonna have to break this high at least, and that's exactly what it done. Broke the high and then closed, and then the new dailies opened up and just pumped up, which is fantastic. But remember what I said in regards to where to go next. There's only one place to go. They all seem to come up to here. So that's why my full TP's there. Okay. So I can see NAS just keep pushing up today. Straight up. So we can maybe grab something on the way up, but we're going to have to reset the chart. Okay. So we are risk free on this. This trade is going. I have put it on the logbook. So that's the gold one from the other day. I've just put 170 at the moment because that's what we took from it. But obviously we still got an open trade, so I'll just add on the difference once it closes. This was 90. And then obviously the 90 we took on NAS, we've still got an open trade on that as well. So I'll just add on that when we go with it. Okay, so yeah, they're on the logbook, so not too bad. So let's refresh this chart and then let's have a look. Gold is baffling me at the moment, but let's do another top down. Okay, so have you got a brew, Andre? Have you got a brew?
Yeah, I'm going to top it up quickly, but you can start.
Roger, Dodger. Roger, Dodger. So, guys. Don't freeze on me. Yep. Okay, mic's on. Right, guys, so top down analysis on gold. Let's have a look. Now, again, monthly doesn't give us much information because it's come on. We haven't closed bearish yet. Right? This could easily just be a bottom wick in order for the monthly to flip to the upside. That's what it could be. Then we come to the weekly. And then with the weekly, we're not sure if the weekly is closed back into the range or whether we've closed respecting. If you've closed respecting, then we could potentially see a bullish close this week on this weekly candle. Right? Now, if we get a bullish close, fantastic, because you would end up looking something like that at that point. Then the following week should be fairly straightforward. Bottom wick to flip to come up to fill the rest of the range. So it'll be fairly straightforward next week. But we haven't had that yet. So where can this weekly go? Well, the weekly bottom wick can be as steep as it wants to be and still flip. We're on Wednesday today. So we've got 3 days left of the week. So if the weekly wants to push further down and create a steeper bottom wick and then flip back bullish, what would the dailies have to look like? That's what we've got to say. So as far as this bottom wick can go, how far can it go? Well, it can go as far as it wants to go. It's really hard. We have got a couple of zones in around these levels, which it might reject from. But the bottom wick can go as far as we want. So, but we've got to be careful taking sells because the weekly hasn't broke out. In regards to the top wick, how steep can this top wick be? Well, this top wick can come and tap the previous support if it wants to, and then drop and close doji. Okay, there's 3 days left of it. We've still got enough time for that. So currently the weekly can do anything. So we've got to come down to the daily time frame. And then we look at the daily time frame, and this is what's baffled me a bit. Okay, so if we look at the daily zone, so let's say we're on the daily zone now, the daily level. Now we're unsure whether the daily had broke out or closed respected, but it doesn't matter now because we had another bearish close which definitely broke below. Okay, so then I thought, okay, well we might get a fake out today. We didn't. We closed bearish again. Right, so we're still below this level. So what does that mean? Well, it just means, what daily range are we in? Well, we're probably in this at the moment. We're still in this range now. So therefore, where should we be going? Well, technically, we should be coming down to fill the rest of this range on the daily. Until we get a closure back above, it's hard to take buys up. But what we've got to remember is the higher time frame candle. The weekly can flip to the upside at any point. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Welcome. If you want to see the charts I'm trading, guys, head over to YouTube. And you can see the charts we're trading and the money we're making or losing. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I am giving away instant funded account at 100 subscribers. Brand new channel it is. Okay, I'm not into buying subscribers, guys. Doesn't make sense to me. So if that's the range we're in, and we know the daily can flip back into this, the weekly can flip to the upside at any point. We've got to be cautious taking sells coming down because the daily can just flip to the upside. Or what we could get is, if we look left, is this daily came from this height, dropped all the way down, tapped, and then look what the next daily done, straight back up. So if we were going to get the same, let's say this is Wednesday, and then could we see this on Thursday? And then Friday, might just do this with the top way. And then that would be the weekly closing small bullish in and around this level. Does that make sense? So we could get that. Now, if we are going to get that, could we maybe look at a wing back buy from these levels, expecting a rejection which stops the low? Maybe. Or could we look at take the sellers down and take the gamble of, you know, are we going to do that? But at the moment, this daily can still flip to the upside. But I just think we might need to fill this range now. So we'll keep an eye on it. The daily can do anything technically. Then we've had a 4-hour bearish close. Now this, I'm telling you now, guys, this is disgusting. It's disgusting. Okay, you came out, broke the high, come back down, broke another low, these lows. Are you going to come and break all these lows? So if we have got liquidity now to push past and break these lows, is that what we're going to do? Well, we've got to look left and see if we can find some forward ranges and see what the 4's doing. So if we mark this up, so for me this is quite a prominent 4-hour range. Actually, it's not that prominent. There's only this area where you reject from. So if we look and go, every time we get a forward close below here, like we have done, what happens to price? That's what we've got to look at. Well, we only come to there. Get out, proper Yorkshire. So this 4 broke below, and then the new 4 came straight back in, and we started pushing up. This 4 broke below. I think for me to take sells, I need a forward close below 4971. This one drove straight through. I mean, you can't really put that into it. So we've literally only got this to go off on the 4 hour. That is it. Try and get them in the same shot. The difference with these two as well is we are coming up where we are coming down. So it makes it a lot more difficult because we haven't really got previous data to go off. Okay, so we're gonna have to use just this area what we've got. All I do know though is the 4 broke below. You've got 46 minutes left of the 4. So let's say we got a sell stop on to fill the rest of the range here. Now we're in the last hour of the 4. If we flip to the hour, what would this hour have to look like? Well, this hour would have to do that straight through. Are we going to get that? I'm not too sure. But the 4 has broke out. So if we just go off basics, the 4 has broke out to the downside. Then we come down to the 3. The 3 is bullish. Awful area this, guys. The 3 is bullish. 45 minutes left. We haven't had a bearish close on the 3 yet. And we did close respecting this level. The 2 is again bullish, did break out to the downside, then we've had a fake out. So why are we closing bearish again? You would imagine that we're probably just coming to break the highs again. Or you could argue and say this broke the high. And then the 1 closed bearish. Broke to the low. So this 1 technically could drive down, but we're hitting such a support level that I'm just not sure it's going to drive through. For me to drive through, I would need to see something. 5 close respecting and bullish. What's this level we're bouncing off? It's got no bottom width. Probably get a width fill. So the 15, here we are. Yeah. So 15's got no bottom wick. That's where we've closed respecting. 15 pull back to here. So if this 15 can pull back to this, with this 115, I'll take a sell. Okay, stops. Will be there for me. Okay, and the reason being is the hour has got we're going into the second 15-minute candle. The hour is free falling through. The 4 can flip at any point, but if it's going to flip, this hour would have to drive down. Therefore, this 15 should flip. Now, if we look left, we do get like a bullish 15 close here. I was thinking maybe this was going to close bullish, but if it comes up to this, we could take a sell to then continue. But it hasn't happened. It looks like it's just flipped now. So what can we do? We might have to wait for the 4, guys. Would we get a sell stop underneath this 4? I don't like the sell stop underneath the 4. But then again, we're gonna have to come and tap this level again. These tap this level, so that would be our advantage point. So if we did have a sell stop underneath, could we just take, what's the next candle to close? So the 30 is the next biggest candle to close, as in 12 minutes left. Oh, this 15's flipping back up here. So 15 tap and 15 down. 15 down. You still don't really drive. Means the 4 would be closing small bullish. This is difficult, guys. Difficult. We're in an area where we can reject from. I'm trying to see if we can get. I'm looking. What I'm looking for when I'm scanning is I'm looking for advantage points. Where does price have to tap? I'm looking for just a way to get in. Just don't like. Oh, it's already done this big pump. I would have took this 15 though if we pull back to this. If this 15 top wick had come to that, I would have took that. At the moment, the hour can just drive straight through, but how do I get in? Because this is what's put me off. So we've come straight down, right? When we hit these levels, we start bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Same as here, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. It's awful. So we're just going to up and down constantly. Are we going to drive straight through? Oh, good. Right. I think we're going to have to wait for the 4 to close. I'm not sure this 4 is going to flip, mind. Let's get rid of this. This is a 4 level. If the 4 closes back above here, I'd be interested in buys up. Or wing back buy from these levels. So we're going to come back 40 minutes, 9 o'clock. Okay, we're going to have a look at NAS now. Let's have a look at NAS. So we know the monthly can flip at any point. And if you look what's happening now, remember I always been saying you've got a little minor support here. And then price tends to then give you a breakout candle. Entices loads of sellers in. Loads of sellers in. And then the next candle then fakes out back in. Completely fills the range. So that's what I can probably see on the monthly. But this is a monthly time frame. We've still got 14 days left of the monthly candle. But we have now broke the law. So can we just keep on pushing bullish now? Which would be fantastic. Then the weekly has absolutely pumped. It's pumped. We had a level here, weekly, which we closed back into the area. And what did we see yesterday? Well, this is why we took the buys. And our wing back buy, imagine if we got tapped in on that wing back buy from yesterday, that would have been absolutely beautiful. But we didn't. So we closed bullish. Where can this weekly go? Well, this weekly can reject from around these levels, or actually this level here, this wick. You can reject, or you can come up to here. But the range itself is actually there. So the weekly can come through with one candle. We've got 3 days left of it. So what range are we in? Well, I would like to see this is where we could reject from. This is your next range, right? Once you break into that range on the weekly, you're then looking to hit 25884. But at the moment, these are the levels we're in. This weekly can just keep pushing. So if the weekly can keep pushing, what's the dailies looking like? We came down, filled the range. Back to that. We know price can come and tap this level. We could actually get a rejection from this level. If we mark up that weekly. So this weekly comes all the way up to here. Let's mark this up. So that's that level there. So that means we're on this on the weekly. And if the weekly is going to keep pushing, then around this level where we're at now, we tend to get a nice steep bottom wick. So if we're around this level here, today, could we get a steep bottom wick? So around this level, today. Remember, these are daily candles. It can still flip back to the downside and then flip back up to the upside. Still enough time to do that. London could start dropping from 9 o'clock. So London can push price bearish all the way down to this level. And then New York could open. And that's where price flips and pushes. It's just difficult because we're very bullish. I don't think I would take the sells down unless it's a swoop entry on a lower time frame. Or if we can see some candles printing respecting levels, like there's a 4 level here. The previous 4 didn't close respecting, so that probably tells me that this 4 is more than likely going to close respecting. If this 4 closes respecting here, might be worth getting in on a swoop entry for a sell. So if we go left, I believe maybe this must be that drop. This is the weekly driving straight through. What's this level here? You don't really drop as such. You print bearish on the 4 and then you start coming back down. You don't really drop. Broke above that. You can't really take that into consideration. 4 close respecting, 4 close respecting. Big drop. Difficult this, guys. Difficult. Always got no bottom wick. There's no bottom wick on this one. There's no top wick on this one. Price is going to have to come back to here, even if it wants to carry on driving. When you get this, same as here, really. I can see us pulling back here. I was thinking whether we could get a wing back buy on around these levels. Get this drop. If we get this pullback today, could we get another entry on? Literally hitting this OB at that point. But how can we get the sells down? That's what I'm looking at. See if we are going to drop. I mean, I only think we're dropping to here, and then I think we're going to continue. Okay, the 4's not really giving us much. We know the 4 levels here, right? So the 4 level, the next, I mean, it's only this really. It's done it. Let's see if it just these. Fours are all over the place. Not sure I like the 4. It's probably our best fit, I would say, this. Yeah. Okay, so that's my 4 fit. So if the 4 can stay respecting this, and I can come up and get a break the highs, I might be interested in a wing back sell from these levels. Because what I'm looking at, if the 4 stays respecting these, could we maybe pop up with the next 4 and then flip? But I think we'll probably get in earlier. So let's go down the time frames. 3 hasn't closed. Right there. I like the 3. Let's go to the 2, see what the 2's doing. So 2's close respect, and we haven't had a bearish close on the 2 yet. That's going to close in 32 minutes. And the 1 closed bearish at the level, can the one flip to the downside, or do we need to come up to this level? Uh, damn. 30 minutes is about to close. So that means the 30 is closing bullish. Why are you closing bullish? So there's a nice big OB here as well, which we've now wicked into. Nice big OB. Still wicking into it. I haven't had any breaks of structure though. Got the 1 hour bearish close. That is it. 1 hour bearish close. Next hour goes small bearish. Then you start coming back down. This would be the one flipping. This one might flip here, you guys, and drive down, but I need to see some more confirmation. I need to see some more confirmation. This closed bearish, then he came back up for another high. Bearish, then he broke the high and then flipped. Yeah, it could drive down here. Could. This one back here is quite nice. Bearish, bearish. Up, tap, reject. It's a shame because there's some really nice ranges there. I can't take that, guys. I'm gonna have to wait. I need this 4 to close at this level. I'd feel better if we close at this level. That closed. That closed as well. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I like this. 15. Where's the 15s? Okay, so this is what I would want to see. I think we'd use off a 15-minute time frame. Okay, we've now got this daft level. What's create? That's not a convincing breakout on the 15 for me. But if this 15 closes bullish, okay, then what tends to happen? Bottom wick. You could maybe take the buy up. That would then break the high, because I do expect to come up further. But if this 15 comes and breaks the high, then this is a no-go. So we might have a swoop entry on the next 15 if this 15 prints bullish. Okay. What would that be? That'd be another 30 minutes of the 15. Literally using the 15-minute bloody time frame. But at least we'll have an advantage point. So we'll see what this is like in 15 minutes. A quarter to. At the moment, I can't do anything here. Nice. We're going to have to wait. And then gold's sort of similar, isn't it? We're going to have to wait for the 4 hour, which is 25 minutes. Because we know the 4 can flip. I'm just not convinced that 4 is going to flip, you see. So if the 4 stays bullish and stays respecting this level, then we've got a nest play. But in order to take the nest play, I'd want at least a 50% wick fill of the previous 4. And then a flip. big candles getting popping. Look at these. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait, I think. 9 o'clock, guys. Potential trades at 9. Which is the 4 hour. I really want to see what how the 4 hour is going to close. See, on my MT5, the previous 4 is doji. Not closing at any support level. And that means this 4 is going to close bearish. I need a top wick. So yeah, so basically, if this 4 can close respecting, and then the new 4 pops up, I'll then have a sell stop underneath the 4 to come and fill the rest of the range. That's what we can have. That would be the daily coming down, because remember the daily target really today is down in these levels if we're taking sells. But we've got to understand that this daily can also, I mean, we've had 2 bearish candles staying in this range, but we're just in this awkward area because I know it's scruffy, but if you look here, I'll do it big. There's another level here. Doji candle, and then this was a gap. So is the range there or is it there? If it's there, we're still closing respecting. We still haven't broke out below that. And this one, we haven't even got to yet in regards to the body of the candles. So we just have to be mindful of that. But yeah, I think we're best off waiting for this 4 to see what this 4 does. If the 4 closes back in, what do we do then? Well, at that point we close back in. You would want then a steep bottom wick and then a flip. So you could still take the sells down on a lower time frame, but you've got to understand that you could easily flip back to the upside. So I'm just hoping it doesn't close back into the range. So yeah, we will see. We will see what's happening. Crowsack, alright, baby bell, how are you doing? I do look at TikTok actually, Matt, now and again. I am tired this morning. Hello, hello. You know what it is? I'm not very clued up on TikTok. Hello, hello, Matt. Yes, you are slaying it, Queen Bee. Thank you, thank you. Don't know if I'm a Queen Bee though. I'm more of a flying ant. In the fan club, nice one. I do look like John Wick, don't I? Smooth up my hair. These glasses, right? Do you know what they're for? They're not for fashion. I mean, I don't do fashion. I'm a white man with dreads, for Christ's sake. It's because I was getting headaches. That was it. And honestly, I'm not lying. Since I've been using them, I've not been having any. I love you lots like jelly tots. Who is Craigo? Who is Craigo? Do those shades come in men's? The thing about these, it really brings me bone structure out. So we're waiting until 9 o'clock, guys. I can't do anything at the moment. We've still got open trades on. Oh, taxable. Do you know what? I thought there's only one person who flirts with me like that, and that is taxable. So I did have a little inkling. What we don't want is this 4 to flip and drive down. There's still 22 minutes left of it, so the hourly could still do that. But that's what we don't want. I can't get in on this anywhere. Maybe the 5. If the 5 closes like this and we get a steep top wick, maybe take the 5. But it's a bit of a nightmare area, this. There's still rejection areas around here, so I don't think I would do it. I think I'm going to have to wait for the 4 to close. So we'll see how this 4 closes. It's the same with NAS as well, guys. We're going to have to wait for that to close. Oh! Wednesday. Big game on tonight, guys. Big game on tonight. Newcastle, Barcelona. Don't know if you know this, but your heart seems to be backwards. It is backwards, my friend. It makes me run faster. No one I need to bug out on that. Makes me run faster. So if you're all on here, why don't you get onto YouTube? Get onto YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel. Help a fellow XIX out. Instead of here slandering me, yeah, talking about how good looking I am, you could be over on YouTube. Nice cat in the background. It's actually, I've got 3 crows. Do you want to see? This is what I've got on my shelf. We'll wait until 9 anyway, guys. So this is what we've got on this shelf. So we've got our little Lego up there and a Newcastle badge there. This is a I don't know if you can see it. You can't. Little pistol, green hours. Got my little infantryman. Then I've got Baby Bell. So as you can see, Baby Bell is here. Little statue of Baby Bell. That, and then we've got these are 3 crows. And yeah, my little plant needs watering every 24 years. Fantastic plant. No maintenance. You know, cat badge. You know it. Stop it. Yeah, Baby Bell's mum. Yeah, she's in me box. Little box here. I just open up. She pops out when I need her, and I put her back in there. You know how it is. Yeah, so we're waiting, guys. We are waiting. There's nothing I can do. Let's have a quick look at EU. I do want to see. Because we have got a level on the monthly. Monthly close bearish. We didn't fill the range yet. Weekly. Broke out to the downside. 2 weeklies with no bottom wicks. Where's the next weekly range though? Yeah, it's gonna be a range. We have broke out on the weekly now actually. Where do you pull down to? Which we haven't tapped. Oh, okay. So monthly. We've had a big pump already on EU. The weekly's broke out. If we get a fake out on the weekly on Friday on EU, right? So if this weekly closed like this, it'll be very interesting buys up. Back up. The daily did close back into the range. It's the daily range though. The daily did close back in. We haven't had much of a bottom wick. Need the weekly to close. This weekly can flip at any point, you see. So the daily's closed back into the range, but the weekly hasn't. And if the weekly is going to flip to the downside, it means this daily can drop aggressively at any point. Yeah, I don't think I'll be touching EU until the weekly closes. Oil, how is oil looking? So I am looking, if the war still keeps going on. Basically, the war completely fucked up my analysis for oil. So we were sort of stuck in this wedge, right? We were stuck in this wedge. Now I did actually have a limit order, buy limit, here. But we didn't tap. So what I was after is this monthly close bullish, and then a bottom wick on this monthly. I was expecting price to come back to retest, and I did have a limit order because I did feel like this was going to be the breakout of the wedge to then continue to the upside. But then obviously the war happened in Iran and price just shot up, so it's completely messed up my analysis. Oil's a bit of a tricky one at the moment because you've got loads of news around it. And that's where you've got to be careful, because it only takes one incident and that's it. You can push price to the moon or through the floor. One little incident, that's all you need. So you do have to be careful. Now after this war, I do think oil prices will come down a lot, right? I do think they'll come down a lot, and I'm talking below these levels. Okay, that's what I'm talking. But we will see. We will see. While the war's happening, I think more uncertainty, the more price will keep pushing up. But how do you get in? It's difficult to get in at the moment, so we need things to settle down. XRP, if you're into XRP, which I am. This beautiful. I'm just waiting on a monthly bullish close, and we're nearly there. We could see another little drop, just a tad, just a bit of another drop, maybe something like this. Break the lows one more time, break these lows, so maybe down. I mean, this is that's XRP, but this is I have actually got price coming down to these levels to retest, believe it or not, which is 77 cents, right? And you might think that's crazy, but I will be stacking up massively at 77 cents. Okay, it's giving me a chance more to get in. Now, I have had this drawn on for a while, right? And I did say when we kept bouncing up from these levels, we need to break this level before pushing up. And this is exactly what we've done. We've broke to the downside. It's a case of how far we're going to come. Are we going to come for another bottom, which I think we could get still, and hopefully a nice wick into 77 for me to stack up more. And then when we come back into this area, we'll do a bit of consolidation, and then we'll go from there. That's what I can see happening. Or the alternative is this is the dropout, which I predicted. Drop out. People were buying, and I was still saying we're going to go lower before we go, and then we'll come back into this area, and then we'll mess about, and then we'll go. Okay, and I think the next pump can easily hit over $9 on it, which would be absolutely fantastic, depending on how many XRP you've got. But yeah, that could be really good. And I can see price, I mean, $100. It's not unrealistic. $1,000, again, not unrealistic. $10,000. Just, again, I don't think it's unrealistic. People laugh, but I don't. So yeah. You've got to understand with XRP, if you're into crypto, I know this is a Forex channel. I don't educate on crypto as such, even though I'm doing analysis on XRP. I just have XRP on each, just to keep an eye on it. I'm not really massively into crypto, but I am into the financial structure of the world. If that makes sense. And if I can see an opportunity, I'll get a good morning, Danny. Just your ears coming normal size. You're a fucking cheeky bastard, aren't you? What do you mean with me ears? I do have small ears though. I've always had small ears. Weird, isn't it? Yeah, what's going to happen here? We've just got to wait, guys. We're just waiting. Let me put this on the notes. Potential trades. I need to add another win. We're on 78 wins, 11 break even, 25 losses. As for logbook, guys, so quickly go over the logbook. So this is based off a 50k account, staying within prop firm rules, right? So this is just one account. Imagine if you've got 3, 4 linked up. And people don't understand, the top 1% of traders in the world, they only make between 1 and 3%, but they make it every month. Right? They average between 1 and 3%. They don't average massive 20%, 40% profits. Okay, and we're doing just that. So we bouncing between 1 and 4%, say, every month. So September we made 1%. 1%. October we were just over 3%. November 0.5%. December just shy of 4%. January 4.5% up. It's been the best month so far. February we are up 4%. 2%. 2%, and then March we're up 1% so far in March. So we've had 100% monthly run since September. Okay, we haven't had a minus month yet. If you took every trade with me, with a 50k account, staying within the prop firm rules, which I have been, right, even the consistency rule, that's the type of funds you'd be looking at, what you would have made from one 50k account. You might say, well, that's not much. It's not why I'm doing it. I'm showing you what one account realistically does. Unlike a lot of people will have, so a lot of people on YouTube will have 200k accounts, and they'll be putting lot size in huge and making thousands from one trade or whatever. But I'm trying to show you the realistic side to trading. Small profits, but consistently, and then all you got to do then is you just up your capital. So you start off with a 50k account, you then get another 50k account, you link it up, another 50k account. Before you know it, you've got 400 grand. You've got 4 50k accounts. So that 2,271 in January is now times 4. And he's still only making 4.5%. That's it. That's how you do trading, really. You up your capital. So yeah, we absolutely smashed it on stream, but just takes a while. I think next year what I'm going to do is I'm going to, once this is full in August, I think we're going to start off with £1,000. We're going to put £1,000 in a live account, and we're going to trade that for 1 full year and see where we can take it. I think that's probably going to be the plan for next year on streaming. We will see. We will see. Too shy, he's closer. How can you see? Oh, Matt Davies. He's a handsome chap. Right. I wish there was more we could cover. We've got 6 minutes left, guys. So go and make yourself a brew. Do what you need to do. We're just waiting up this 3. I just don't like these areas. Oh, I would like to catch this drop back down on NAS. The thing with NAS as well, we didn't actually hit our buy zone. We had a buy limit, and it just missed us. It didn't come down to it. So I'm just not convinced that this can just come straight through. I think you're going to have to do some sort of pullback. And if the pullback's going to happen, I can see a pullback to retest this OB. This is an OB here. I think if we come and retest this, we get 2 breaks of structure. We can have more entries, or you can just take wing back buy. But yeah, and then that would then come and finish off the range. But if we're thinking, okay, well, we could drop from here, we're trying to get the sells as well. We're looking at the sells. Now, if you look at the 15, I said, oh, we've missed this anyway. I did actually say if this 15 closes bullish, we could bottom wick, take the buys up, come and break the high. We've missed the move, but it's done exactly what I said it was going to do. Because when you close bullish, when you get this type of pattern here, and then you get, sometimes this one breaks out to the downside, and then you close bullish, small bullish, and then all that means is you're coming back through the side to break the high. That's what tends to happen. So we probably could have took that, but it's still not like it's not the best of trades. It only would have been swoop entry, like $50 or something, but would have been tight stops. But yeah, not really setting up yet. But I do like how we are messing about here. So it's not dropping yet without us. We ideally want this 4, which I don't think it's going to close respecting this. I'd feel better because that's a forward range there. I say the forward range. You do have a level here as well, but it's only happened once. It's only happened once. And if you look at this 4 closed here. So let's say this 4 closes, drops a bit and closes like that. It doesn't mean you're then going to drop in the next candle, because if you look, it squeezes another 4-hour candle in. So it just means the next 4 is going to do the same. Bottom wick, close respecting. Actually, the top wick comes to there and then pulls back, then close respecting. So that's 2 o'clock, say. Oh, no, it won't be 1 o'clock. So that'll be 1 o'clock. And then you get your top wick and you flip. I think, if anything, I'm interested in potentially a wing back sell. Wing back sell from these levels. So if this 4 does close respecting, can the new 4 pop up first, tap, close respecting, or even flip? Would I take that as a wing back sell? We're very bullish, so it is like what would I be willing to risk to see if I was right? Loads of reasons to come down, guys, right? We haven't even broke above. Sorry, we haven't even retested this level. I think I'd have this on. Well, let's have a look that when we drive up, do we drive straight up? Well, this one does. So this one does come straight through. So that could catch us out. Do you want this wing back? Squeeze that. This one comes up and then plays out. So this one would have played out. There's one where it doesn't. This one comes up, taps, pulls back, so that happens. This one taps, pulls back. What you would do as well is if the 4 closes above, that's what we can do. If the 4 closes above here, we'll look to manage risk. So as long as the 4 closes respecting, could we get this? Tap, down. Where would stops have to be though? Stops are difficult. Where are we expecting to come to? Well, I'm only expecting to come down to 24611. So would we have stops above in case we need to get out and maybe take some second entries around here? Or do we just have our stops above this level? Because you tend, I mean, this one comes straight through to there. So let's say we had stops here. Let's say we had stops here. Do tend to come straight through. Tap, pull back. Yeah. Okay, I think I would take this, you know, guys. But you can easily come through. So if we work out, I mean, there's one there, so there's one. And these come through. I'm looking at the first time prices come through that area. So this is the first time, this is the second, and this is the third. Okay, so the first time, that's all we're interested in. First time is here. This one comes straight through. So again, this would catch us out. So this one would be a no-go. This one straight through. So this one would be a no-go. And this one straight through. Again, no-go. And this one straight through. No-go. This one perhaps moves into profit, but you would get out because the four closed above. That would be our get out. This 4 came straight through, no go. So you can see with the probability now, this one would have played out, tap, pull back, then go, or even at least down to there. We can't take that one into consideration. This one played out lovely. This one, no go. This one, yes, yes, yes. Yes. Go. Put that one in as well. Actually, that one did play out. This one played out. This one, I'll go. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 played out. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 didn't. So what's the probability of it playing out? Well, it's like 60%, something like that. Not very good percentages, but probably looking about 60% or 55%. It's nearly breaky. It's nearly 50-50 technically. Whether that's going to happen, but if it does, this is where you've got to then go, okay, well, is it worth risking anything? Because the next question is, how big is the risk to reward? Like, what's the potential reward of it? Well, if let's say we had a, oh, the 4's just closed, guys. We're gonna have a look. Let's say we're looking at stops like that, or even if we go maybe like that. Let's say we put stops like that. I'd be expecting price to come down. That's a 4-to-1. Now, just to break even, that's why you take partial move to break even. I'd be looking at this level, and that's just shy of a 1-to-1. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it? So, if you put $100 on here, you'd be at $100 in around this level. And if you took partial, then you've then got another 3-to-1 to play out. Might be interested in that. Just have a look at these levels. Look at the one now. Naughty little shit bag. Ooh, naughty, naughty. So let me pop out. Just don't like stops. I want to see if I can get stops tighter. We look at the one. Let me just quickly go on to gold at the minute, guys. How did the 4 close? Doji. Okay. So we have got a nest play. Is you get a bearish close into a new zone, then you get a bullish close, but you don't close back in. And then what tends to happen is the new candle comes up and then flips. So if this 4 can come up to these levels, I'll then have a sell stop underneath. The 3. Look at the 2. The 1. 30. 15's close respected. Difficult, guys. Debating whether to get a sell stop. Wing back sell. 4999. The 4 is going to tap and then flip. What I do want is I want a pullback to at least this. If I can get a pullback to this, I'll have a sell stop underneath. Okay. If the 1 closes back in above this, we can potentially put some buys, but yeah, I need a pullback to that in order to get sell stops on. NAS. In regards, sorry, on gold. In regards to NAS, we're just trying to work out where we're going to start dropping from. We bullish on the 3. We closed bearish on the 2. But we didn't quite fill the level I wanted to fill. That's annoying me. I don't think it's ready. I want to have a look at the 1s though to see if we can get these stops tighter. If we look at every time the 1 pushes from this level, it taps this. So you've got 1 here. This 1 closed above, straight through. So that doesn't help. We've got this 1 comes back up, taps, and then rejects straight back down. This 1 taps, rejects, only to here. So maybe we... Just trying to see where we... Let's say we had our stops tight, right? Maybe book that. This 1 came straight through. This 1 tapped. Up. Mess about. Straight back down. It's played out lovely. Up. Tap. Straight back down. There. This 1 straight up. So we might have to just cover that. I think that's what I would do. That's where I would have my stops. I'd have another entry here as well. Down. Yeah, I think I would have that on, guys. I think I'd be happy to risk $100 on this. It might not get up there though. This is the thing. Might not get up. When you go further back, it doesn't quite. I mean, that's a lovely one. Tap straight through, back down. You could go. You could delete this one. You'd be risk free. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have that on, guys. But I think I'm gonna have a wing back sell here. Back sell. It's really difficult for me to take buys at the moment until I get some sort of steep bottom wick We haven't filled the range yet. Remember, this 4 could just close respecting here. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a win back sell here with a potential second entry. It's only low risk. I'm only risking $100. I just want to see if the 4 can pop up. Ideally to there. And then close respecting. That would be perfect. That's exactly what this one done here. So this one came up, tapped, and then pulled all the way back, close respecting. Now imagine if you get in these 2 trades, right? You get activated on these, and the 4 goes like this. Up, tap, close respecting. Look at the next 4. Next 4 just then goes. Be lovely. Be lovely jubbly. So yeah, I'm going to have wing back sells on here. Okay, it is a counter trend because we're technically very, very bullish. But we're sort of catching we're trying to catch the reversal, if you like. So, on that note, so we've got a wing back buy, wing back sell. Stops will be 2508. 22582. This one I'll probably just leave it with you because it might not play out for a while. It's a forward candle. Two. Okay, there's that one. And then a second entry. So I've got $150 risk max on both of them. Okay. And all I'll be doing is, this would be our go risk free. This will be our take partial. And my look at the 4. Let me just have a look where we could push to. Yeah, we can push all the way back down here. My full TP would be 24604, I think. So we're looking at potential 6-1. I'll take that. I'll take that, guys. I'll take that. There's potential win back buy here, but it's not going to get to me today. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I've got. Yeah. So I'm all set. Actually, no, I need to put the TP on. 24610. 24610. Set an alert. And yeah, I'll probably leave this, guys. That's probably all I've got. Unless you get like an hour close below and you can, you know, take sells down that way. Let's have a quick look at gold again. What's gold doing? Yeah, what is it? Four flipping now. I need a 50% wick for Lee to even look. What time is it? I'll give it another 15 minutes. Let's see if this 4 can flip back up and hopefully get a sell stop on. Gold. Close out that gold trade actually. Add $14 to that. This was now 184.18. That's done. Come on. That's what we've got. Right, I'm going to give it till half past, guys. Let's just have a look at this again. In order to take sells down, I need a 4-hour bearish close, I think, but the bearish close can really drop. Maybe the 1. So let's get rid of this because it's not been activated. So if the 1 closes below here, right, what you could do, I mean, I won't be on for this, but if the 1 closes below here like that, you'd still need a pullback. And if the next one just so happens to pull back to the body of the candle, then I would have a sell stop on. And in the off chance it does flip to the downside, you're likely then going to push through. And your next level for this as well, you'd be looking at these levels here. That would be another level. So if you do take the 1 hour below, that would be a take back move to break even. But I think we're gonna come up, guys. I can't see us driving down from here. I would like to take the buys up, but you could potentially take this 15. If this 15 close like this and we get a bottom wick, do you know what? We might actually do that. Close bullish. If this 15 closes like this and I get a bottom wick, I might have a swoop entry, $50 to come up. Stops would just be the low. Okay. So 15. You've got no bottom wick on my MT5 on these two 15s, so I would like the new 15 to come down and take that, but it doesn't actually need to. Let me get this ready here. Stop. Stops would just be the low. Be swoop 1, 2, 4, 6, 2. Let's see what this 15 does here. So stand by, we might have actually a trade here. We might have a trade. I'm only going to be risking, I'm only looking to get to this level, so it would be maybe, stops would just be the low. I'd be saying that we're not going to break the low again, that's it. So nearly a 3.5 to 1. That is a 6 to 1. Okay, no more than $100. Let's see. Let's see. Because why is the 15 closing bullish? Be flipping. Would you imagine you're just coming up to break the highs then? You might not get much of a bottom wick. I only need a little bottom wick here. I might even just market execute, depending on those 15 closes. Oh, look at the flies. The next 5 could easily just do that though. Which could we see this 15 drive to this full range? Yeah, could do. So therefore, do we take the 5? Let's see how this 5 opens. We might get in off this 5, guys, right? So stand by. Stand by. We don't want to break this high. Let's see if this 5 can give us a bottom wick. So keep your ears back because I might just be market executing. 3, 2, 1. Need a little pullback. Oh, don't do that. Come on, pull back. Pull back. Come on. Just I need you to have a bottom wick. Let's have a bottom wick. Oh, this looks like it might go without us here, guys. Please don't go. Oh, look at the 3. Jesus Christ. It's gone without us. Broke the high. See what this 15 does. We might be able to take the buys up here. We might have to wait for this 15 though. What time's that? past? Oh my god, it's shit. So as long as this 15 doesn't break this, then we do have an advantage point. Okay. Come on, 5. Look at that 5. No bottom wick whatsoever. That's all we needed. Little bottom wick. We would have had a buy stop above. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream. So basically, I am trading gold and NAS on YouTube. If you want to see the charts and what we're making, head over to YouTube. So we've now broke this level here. So now it's took the advantage point away. So it just means we're going to have to wait for the 15. But if this 15 can close like this, the 15 is then broke above quite a prominent zone on this area. And if we can get a bottom wick, we can maybe have a buy stop above to come and break the high. So that's what it'd be after. But I'd want a bottom wick. Where would I want this bottom wick to? Well, you don't need much of a bottom wick because technically this is a fake out. And when you fake out, that creates liquidity. Because you think, when that first bearish close happens, this one here, a lot of people are selling. Where's the stops? Well, above here or above here. Thinking that this is the breakout. And this is why you don't get bottom wicks. Because it doesn't want you to be able to get out. It wants to just come the other side and just absolutely smash your stops. So we will see. At least this is not proper driving there for us. The 5 has broke above now. We don't want this 15 to drive without us. Um, 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Go without us. Um. Oh, what's the matter, Rosie? How are you doing? There you go.
So you're gonna market execute here, mate?
Potentially.
Yeah.
You're not really into football, are you, Andre?
Football? No. I'm into real sports.
What, like like chess and chess? Okay.
Battle chess, yes.
You know what? I like chess. I actually went in my primary school. I'm pretty good at chess. You know, I got put in a competition for chess competition in the town. I did pretty well. So I do like a bit of chess, like.
No, I mean I didn't grow up with football, so it doesn't tickle my fancy. Really, I will watch the big games and stuff, World Cups and Europeans and stuff like that. But,
so with this 15, I need a pullback. We've sort of, I don't know if you were on a minute ago, but I was hoping we would pull back on this 5 first to get a buy stop on, but it's broke this high now, so that's what could catch us out. We might not get much of a pullback though. This is the thing. So if the 15 closes like that though, you're probably thinking fake out. You're going to carry on to break these highs. That's the only place to go. So if I can get a pullback to maybe here, because if you look what's happened, structure's being formed. It's only a small one, yeah, but the 5s are still respecting. Then we broke out to the upside. What tends to happen next time? You tend to then fake out, and that's what I can't be asked with. So I'd rather wait for the pullback and then buy stops above. But this could easily open up and just drive. It could easily open up and drive. Like that. Like exactly what we said. Let's see. 15's closed. If we get this pullback, I'll have a buy stop above the 15. And stops for me now, I would only have the low of this. So as this pulls back, let's say my buy stop's above, I only need my stop loss below this level. That's it. So standby for a standby, as we used to say. Standby for a standby. Come on. Just come and retest this level one more time for me. You got a plan today, Andre?
I'm just gonna do some food shopping afterwards. Go to the gym.
Gym.
Yes,
well, I am a gym member now.
You are?
I am a gym member now.
Are you stocking the vending machines or what?
Yeah, starting to cleaning the mirrors. They've asked me.
Yeah.
They've asked me. There's no man better to do the job, they said, which made me feel really good about myself. So.
There's all those ground level mirrors.
Yeah. Obviously can't get the top ones, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Andre. Who do you think I am? Peter Crouch.
Oh, Crouchy.
Crouchy. I love one of the best sayings a footballer's ever said is when someone's asked him and went, "What would you be if you weren't a footballer?" And he said, "A virgin."
Yeah.
And do you know what?
Is it Abby Titmus?
Abby Clancy, is it? Oh, I don't know. Something like that. But I know what you mean. Yeah, she's like.
He's with Sienna Miller, isn't he? No.
No, it's Abby Clancy, innit? She's really good looking.
Yeah.
And like, he's just honest with it. What would you be if you were a footballer?
Yes, she used to be Abby Titmus. Yeah, Abby Clancy.
Yeah, she's a Scouser though. There's no way I could have got with her.
I had a massive crush on her.
Yeah, until she opened her mouth.
Something like that, yes. Yeah. Abby
Nancy.
Oh, Abby.
Come on, pull back for us. It's deciding. I can't get in early. I can't mark execute at the minute because this could easily. If that does that, that is like fucking hell. We are messing about today. We're just going to mess about in these ranges, I think. Oh, this is now to come through the bottom.
But there's also news later, isn't it?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. PPI. FOMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, some nice news. Maybe that's why we're going a bit weird today. What time is that news? Because we'll have to set an alert. It's 8 o'clock. FOMC. 6 o'clock, sorry. PPI, it's 12:30. Just because we've got pendants on, haven't we?
Yeah.
The thing with NAS, it doesn't. It depends on the news whether it affects it or not.
Mm.
don't like this 5. Why are you not driving? 30 closed bullish. No, it hasn't closed yet. Gotta have this pullback, Andre. If we break the high again, I'm done. Oh, the 5 flip bullish. Let's see if the next 5 can come down and just break a low one more time. And then. So, here's a little tip. This is what I do anyway, Andre. So, let's say we're bullish here, right? And then we close doji. All I do when it closes doji, I ignore it until I get price action.
Right, yeah.
Because what you'll find is, you just imagine that this candle hasn't happened. So then what you're expecting, well, you know you can still do the same and fake out. So I just ignore the doji until you get price action. If we close bearish, then you've got price action. But other than that, you technically should still come back down and then flip to keep on pushing until you get price action. But we have closed bearish on the 5, which is not an issue. It just means we got less candles to drive on the 15. That's all it means. It means we've only got 2 candles. Just put it on there so we don't miss it. Slip left. Yeah, we should be coming up to.
It's dropping down. No, not yet. Not yet.
It's coming. It's coming.
Come on, come on. Just thinking about it.
Look at that 15 there. Close bullish. Awful area. I would still think we're going to have to tap these levels. Nothing rejects till you tap these. 24965. Actually, there's one here. So maybe we're going to have to use that. So this one, I'll put a thicker, would be my go risk free level. For this go risk free is for these wing backs.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so this one would be for this trade. So if we can pull back to 24947, I'll then have a buy stop above the body, and it's only small here, right? But this would just be my go risk free. I wouldn't be taking partial. It wouldn't be worth taking partial.
No.
Stops would just be below this level, really. Not there yet, but if I break the high on this 5, then I'm done. I'm done. I'm just going to leave it. So let's see if we can pull back down.
Done, John.
I mean,
the target is in the entries of the
wing backs, yeah. You're gonna have to take at least 90% on the first one, but still, it's worth putting on, because even if you're risking, I mean, let's say you risk $100. I wouldn't risk more than $100 at all. You're still looking at just shy of a 7 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But I'd be taking partial once I break. There's only one reason to come up here, and that's to break this high. There's probably no other reason. You're going to have to break this high. And that alone is a 2.5 to 1. So put $100 on, you know, you've got $250 there. It's good.
There we go. Someone.
Yeah, it's not for me, this now. What a shame. I just wanted that little pull back down. Yeah, I'm going to call it, Andre. Now today.
No, so I missed a gold breakout earlier. I was hesitating.
Yeah, I mean, look at gold now. It's doing that pullback, and we could have sell stops underneath. The 2 could flip at any point. The 1 can flip at any point. The thing is, if the 1 closes like this, where you go, you're really fucking about in this range. This is just me. So you wouldn't be interested, but if the 1 does come and break this high, we could have a sell stop underneath this. That but this one would have to flip. It would the one would have to flip. You'd only have 20 minutes left to flip, but I'd need to break the high. To be honest, you could probably get out. 30 closed back in. 15 hasn't closed as of yet. I feel like there's just no volume. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm not even going to do that, Andre. Fuck it. I don't feel like there's any volume today. Let's keep that. I'll keep it marked up to see if it would have played out. Yeah, I'm going to call it, Andre. No good. NASA's coming back down as well, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like there's no volume. It's just, it's not like driving. It's not like driving. Because you've only got 5 minutes left of this 15. So if you were going to drive, you should have drove on this 15. So it's telling me that these are probably not going to get activated today either. I'm going to set an alarm at 12. And if these don't get activated, I'll probably look to delete them because of news.
Yeah.
So we will see. Right, mate, I'm gonna go. I'm not on tomorrow, unfortunately, but I'll be back on Friday.
All right. I'll probably see you then.
Yeah. All right, Andre. Have a good day, mate.
See you, buddy. Bye.
Catch you later. Right, guys. Everyone else, I'm gonna shoot off. We're still up for the week, not much, but we still got an open trade on NAS, right, for buys up. What's the date today? 16th. So 16th, we're still up. Nearly $300 so far this week, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Remember, we don't have to grab a trade every day. We have got sell limits on ready, which I've got my alerts there. So we'll see how they get on. But other than that, guys, I'm going to call it for myself. I will be back on Friday. So I'm not on tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday, and we'll see how we get on. So thanks for joining TikTok. Peace out, and YouTube. Catch you later.